Aloha. It is a Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. Sorry, I get the dates wrong sometimes. It's like one big blur to me. But today is May 8th, 2024. And I am Jason Shapiro with Crowded Market Report. So today was pretty slow, as evidenced by the fact that the S&P just went nowhere. Nasdaq a little weaker, Dow stronger, but I get the feeling that this is the environment we're going to be in until next week when we get the CPI report, which everybody's all juiced up about, and it'll be off by 1/10 of a decimal point, and then everybody will freak out and there'll be all kinds of volatility. But until then, we're kind of just in waiting mode. I feel like there was nothing really special about today, other than I thought that hopefully the currencies acted a little better today than I would have thought otherwise. In particular, the Swiss franc, which actually ended up today, which has been somewhat of a rarity recently. It's been my demise for the last 5-6 weeks. But we did get a European central bank, which was the Swedish central bank, cut rates today. And the Swiss franc was right here, did go down on that, and it rebounded and it held. And even more to the point was that the Swiss franc, which has been trading with the yen, because they're both seen as funding currencies type of thing. The yen had a bad day today, right from the get-go, and is on its way back to sort of, trying to force the Japanese central bank to come in and intervene again, because these interventions are now starting to fail again. But the Swiss held on that. So the fact that it held on that, and the fact that, maybe there was a rate cut today, in Europe, maybe we're starting to see some better signs for Swiss franc. Could obviously just be another trap. And tomorrow we'll go back down and take out today's lows and it'll all be irrelevant. But at least for today, it looks a little bit better. Metals wise, silver was flat. Gold was down a little bit. Copper was the weakest, down over 1% and a third. I continue to make the claim that copper is the most crowded trade out there right now, and therefore the risk reward is not great on the long side. Stanley Druckenmiller came out yesterday on TV yesterday morning and said copper's a great buy. It's become this play of AI because we need more electricity, and copper is an important part of developing more electricity, and it's become that. For someone who maybe said that back here, then it's one thing, but really that whole idea came in here. So it clearly reduces the possible return to the upside when everybody jumps on the bandwagon. And we don't know what the future is going to be. I mean, for all we know, the future is going to be nuclear. Does that need copper? I wish I knew, but just something to think about. And that was really it. The grains give back today a little bit, not to be a big surprise. And that was really it. Like I said, I think we're kind of in holding mode until next week. Now, tonight we do have the Bank of England going to make their interest rate announcement. I would love to see them be more dovish than the market expects somehow. And that way we can get a real good test for how the British pound will trade. If it trades down on more dovishness, well then, okay. But if it doesn't, and it can reverse and finish up, given the fact that they're pretty short the British pound here, that could be interesting. But again, we just have to wait, see what the news is, see how the markets react, and take it from there. All right. Okay. So that's my thoughts for today. Hope everyone had a good one. Here we go. Please like us. Please check us out on crowdedmarketreport.com. Please check us out on Substack. We do have an interview coming out this week. And where I interviewed a macro trader from London who was a partner at Goldman Sachs and the head of prop trading at Goldman Sachs for over a decade. And that is going to be for our Crowded Market Report members and our Substack members exclusively. So Substack is free. So just join it and you can have access to that as well. And you get other stuff on there too that I think you'll like. Okay. Have a good one. And we will see you tomorrow.